Welcome to TTV News, some last events in Tay Ninh Province. Ladies and gentlemen, on April 19, at the hall of Tay Ninh Provincial Party Committee, the Provincial Emulation and Commendation Council have an online conference to review the emulation and commendation work in 2021 and launch the emulation movement in 2022.
Attending the conference, there were Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, and Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hợp, Chairman of the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee. In 2021, the Provincial People's Committee has organized many effective and comprehensive emulation movements, both to fight against the COVID-19 pandemic and promote the economic development, production and business, ensuring social security with the participation of a large number of people. Emulation content involved in many fields, creating strong motivation for each agency and unit in performing their political tasks, joining hands with the party committees and local authorities at all levels to overcome difficulties and complete the task in 2021. Besides, the quality of rewards at all levels and sectors has been improved. The commendation work was done openly and transparently in accordance with regulations, having the effect of motivation, setting an example, and promoting the emulation movement to develop continuously timely serve local political tasks. Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng highly appreciated the socio-economic results that Tay Ninh Province has achieved. He said that the work of building the party and the government has been promoted, thereby enhancing the image and position of the province, as well as the people's trust in the party and the state. In addition to the results achieved, he said that it's also necessary to frankly acknowledge the shortcomings and limitations, which should be seriously learned and overcome in the coming time. At the conference, 1 collective and 4 individuals were awarded the third-class labor medals for achievements in demarcation and marking. 7 collectives received the government's emulation plus. 1 collective and 4 individuals received the certificate of merit from the Prime Minister for achievements in demarcation and marking. The conference also awarded the certificates of merit from the Prime Minister to the family of Ms. Lê Nguyễn Phương Trúc, a medical staff who died as joining in the fight against COVID-19. Many individuals and collectives also received the certificate of merit from the Prime Minister, Emulation Plus of the Provincial People's Committee, etc.
In the morning of April 19, the supervisory team led by Deputy Heads of the Economic Budget Board of Provincial People Council Nguyễn Trọng Tấn just a working session in Tao Town to survey the implementation of the resolutions of the Provincial People's Council on policies to support and encourage agricultural development in the area for the period 2016-2021.
Briefing the delegation at the headquarters of the People's Committee of Tao Town, the representatives of Tao Town said that the locality's policy is to flexibly convert inefficient rice land to other more efficient crops. The town has been actively seeking and calling for businesses to invest in agriculture and rural areas, promoting the development of high-tech agriculture, organic agriculture, biosafety, and adaptation to climate change. Currently, the agricultural sector accounts for over 12% of Trang Bang's economy. The town currently has 10 agricultural cooperatives that have been restructured and 20 newly established agricultural cooperatives, in which there are 10 cooperatives that are said to be quite good. The People's Committee of Tao Town has also reflected some difficulties of cooperatives and agricultural projects, including unstable product output. A number of units have consumed halfway, causing damage to people. Some models aren't yet eligible to participate in projects to enjoy preferential policies of the state. Salary to support young staff in cooperatives still too low, etc. Tao Town proposed the Provincial People's Committee to continue to supplement capital to support the association of production and consumption of agricultural products in the area in the 2022-2025 period. Asked the provincial authorities to continue implementing the model of setting young cadres to work in agricultural cooperatives for a maximum period of 36 months. The Economic Budget Board of the Provincial People's Council has noted these recommendations and will forward them to the relevant authorities. Hoa Thanh Town strives to soon meet the criteria of a third-grade urban area to be recognized as a city directly under the province by 2025. 9 out of 11 indicators have met the standards, reaching over 81% of the standard of a third-grade urban area. The town is currently concentrating on building 2 to 4 communes into wards to reach 65% of the wards out of the total administrative units, in order to fulfill the criteria to be recognized as a third-grade urban area. Compared with the standards of a third-grade urban area, it means a city directly under the central government. Hoa Thanh has achieved 60% of the standards. Hoa Thanh Town determines the development direction of the future city is to restructure the economy, improve productivity and competitiveness, and focus on building trade, service, and tourism infrastructure. Upward, the tourism industry will be focused on developing, making tourism an important economic sector of the locality. Hoa Thanh Town currently concentrated resources to investing the transport system, especially the connecting traffic system and the urban transport system, along with the gradual completion of urban drainage and waterways treatment systems and other urban technical infrastructure systems.
Turn to other news. On April 18, the Provincial Interdisciplinary Inspection Delegation on Food Safety and Hygiene, led by the Department of Health, paid an inspection visit to U Minh Châu district.
On the first days of launching, the delegation visited the collective kitchen of Bao Hung Vietnam Co. Limited. The company is currently maintaining 2 kitchens for workers and experts, serving 3 meals for more than 10,000 workers per day. As a result of the inspection, both kitchens of the company have completed on legal documents. Employees are equipped with protective equipment. The kitchens are rent on one-way principle, with invoice and contracts to supply food ingredients. During the inspection at Nguyen One Member Co. Limited, specializing in cashew nut processing, the delegation also reminded the company to maintain hygienic conditions for production equipment, especially periodic testing for products at the company, although it has met food safety conditions in processing and production. According to the plan, the Action Month for Food Safety 2022 will last from April 15 to May 15, with the goal of increasing communication on food safety, upholding the roles and responsibilities of organizations, individuals, and businesses in law enforcement. Along with that, the province will also promote inspection at food production, business, and advertising establishments, strengthen supervision and post-inspection in district towns and the city to reduce food poisoning. Implementing the Action Month for Food Hygiene and Safety, in the morning of April 19, the Interdisciplinary Inspection Delegation, chaired by the TayNinhTV Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, conducted food hygiene and safety inspections in Tân Biên district. The delegation inspected 3 facilities in 3 communes of Thanh Tây, Mó Công, and Trà Vong, of which tofu production facility in Thanh Trung Hamlet and Dung Hoa rice mill in Thanh Hoa Hamlet both provided quite sufficient documents related to their production and business. The production and processing facilities basically comply with regulations of food safety. As for tofu production facility, the delegation requested it to continue to maintain food safety conditions in the coming time. Meanwhile, Dung Hoa rice mill was requested to quickly arrange staff to support raw materials, avoid keeping animals near production areas. Particularly for meat and rice paper production facility in Hamlet 4 Trà Vong commune, its owner didn't provide enough relevant documents. The production area was unsanitary, and those who directly work here don't have enough health certificates. The delegation coordinated with the local authorities to request the facility owner to immediately overcome the unsatisfactory conditions and will strictly handle according to regulations if the facility still hasn't rectified when the delegation inspects again.
The audience, the police units of districts, town and Tay Ninh City have been concentrating their force and coordinated with local authorities and functional branches to run citizen identity cards to seniors.
This is to implement the direction of the Directorate of the Ninh Provincial Police Department on granting chip-mounted citizen identity cards to citizens in the province, especially seniors born in 2004 and 2007 who will attend the upcoming graduation exams. Present at the police headquarters of Tay Ninh Community District. On April 16, we saw a lot of students gathered here to carry out procedures for issuing citizen identity cards. I came here today to make citizen identity cards. Our school administrators asked us to be at the school at 6:30 a.m. and have a bus to pick us up. The police here are very enthusiastic. Due to the complicated development of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the Lunar New Year, after that holiday, students study online at home, so 9 and 12 graders who are preparing to take the entrance exam for high school and the national high school exam haven't yet completed the procedures for issuing citizen identity cards. Therefore, in order to facilitate the students, the police units have proactively conducted the mobile issuance of citizen identity cards. The officials and soldiers continuously work all day, even on holidays, so as not to affect the studies of students. The unit coordinates with the schools in the area to check up students who haven't yet granted citizen identity cards. We also coordinate with the District Division of Education and Training in directing schools to coordinate with the Community Police in organizing the transportation of students to issuance locations, conduct propaganda on Facebook and Zalo groups of the Community Police or through the Zalo groups in communes and towns about the time and place of granting, so that people know and mobilize their children to get the cards at the prescribed time. In the coming days, the Provincial Police Force continue to issue citizen identity cards for people, especially students in grade 9 and 12, who are in need of this time of identification in the upcoming exams.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.